innovation influences everything the center does. All science and all research is innovative. We are trying to save lives and make life better with science.
The basis of what we do in all of our research is to improve patient care and patient outcomes. The potential patient or the potential patient's family is really the goal of everything we do.
The Center for Women's Health Research has the three-part mission of doing cutting-edge research in women's health and sex differences in three areas: mental health, as it impacts physical health, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes. The second part of our mission is to train and mentor the next generation of researchers in women's health, both male and female. The third part of our mission is to educate the public and healthcare providers with evidence-based information so that they can make the best care choices for both men and women. Most studies, really until 1994, excluded women, and certainly it wasn't malignantly done. And I had one professor say to me, I asked him why he wasn't studying women in his huge NIH trial, and he said, well, they're so complicated. And then he laughed, and I thought, it's not true and it's not funny. And we decided to ask permission to start a center for the university, and we got strong support.
In the 1980s, when I first became involved with the whole issue of women's heart health, as I was caring for women in the hospital and in the clinic who had heart disease, I found nothing in the scientific literature to guide my care for those women. And we were using therapies, we were using tests that had been validated in middle-aged men, and almost exclusively middle-aged Caucasian men, and just applying it globally. And we began to define that women had adverse outcomes compared with their male peers. What ensued was a number of clinical scientists, both women and men, suddenly realizing that there was a huge knowledge gap, and that knowledge gap adversely affected women's health. And it just took off.
Another really important innovative point is our advisory board. We work with our board, we are woven together integrally, and our board is so important to our progress. They support us intellectually, financially, and in every other way. We cannot afford to lose ground, and it would be a real possibility of losing ground if we don't keep studying women's health and if we don't forge forwards.
I expect my advice to the women that I give virtually daily to the trainees and early career women with whom I interact is first to value yourself and to realize that you have gotten where you are because of what you've achieved and because of what you have to give back.
I'm really proud of the center and what it's doing, and I see it starting to be able to really change lives, and that means the world to me.